comes up once in a while. We're not interested, but.
Okay. And what happens? Is that like Splinters of the Mind's Eye? Like, did that really happen to Darth Vader? Is it apocryphal, or is it actually part of canon?
Don't you want to be part of that? It'd be a good way to deal with all those nerd discussion. That happens to everything you love. There's like, alternate universes.
I guess
everything's like, sure.
Maybe one day I'll grow my neck out and sit back and go, how are we doing? Let's talk about my airplane. You, with the Army hat on, with the wagon. Speaking, you.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Why is it that you name some rock stars by name and others not? Like, for instance, you say David Bowie, yet you refer to Brian Eno as Eon.
Our lawyers would ask us not.
Our lawyers have asked us to stop mentioning rock stars.
Because we never fully understand the definition of parody from the legal sense. Sometimes we do it right, and sometimes we don't, and you have to figure out ways to say what you want to say without really saying. It's going.
Do you want me to keep picking?
Yeah.
You're right there, who I'm pointing to. I don't know exactly because you're a distance from me. I've never seen you before. Yes.
If there's ever a show that has a storyline big enough for a movie, it's you guys. Is that possible at all?
If somebody wants to make a movie and they come running at us with money shooting out of their ears and an actual plan, then we'll discuss it. For us to like just jump into a movie, probably not a good idea right now, but we wouldn't say no to it.
I would love to make a movie. Okay, I'll go on record saying that.
Yeah.
I love movies.
Movies are great. But nobody wants to make a crappy movie. There are people who want to make crappy movies.
There are plenty of crappy movies.
Yeah, there are people who like making crappy movies. I take that back. We're not people who want to make crappy movies.
Yeah.
I have a question actually about Adventure Brothers video game, but I think it would be the same answer as the comic book.
Yeah.
So
yeah, but how much plot?
Except that nobody's ever asked us really.
But, okay, if you could do an Adventure Brothers video game, do you have like a type that you could see it falling into, or what would
I hate video games. I get simulation sickness. I own many game stations. I keep buying saying maybe this one will work.
You get hooked on one for a little while.
I'll play it once and then I just never want to see it again.
I love like the Tomb Raider kind of things, or the Boba Fett one, the Jango Fett one.
That was fun. That was fun, but I got a terrible headache. You spent all day playing that.
I don't know how adventure.
I took motion sickness.
Medal of Honor.
Yeah, that was also years ago. I tried to play the LA Noire. I got like 2 scenes in. I'm like, I don't care. I don't care what this guy does anymore. I just want to. I'm gonna steal a bag and crashing it. I played well.
What about Pong?
What about Pong?
Yeah, play that?
When I was a child, yeah.
Actually, I was a Pong.
Yeah, no, I played like kind of Pongs you buy at like Kmart that you just plug right into your thing and get like a retro game. Those are
just be motion sickness.
They're not fun. It's like a little dot, and then I'm kind of hitting it back.
Well, the camera doesn't move though. Like if you went on one of those rides where it never actually goes anywhere, it pretends to do.
Yeah.
But you would get sick.
I would get sick looking at that ride. I get sick playing Jules. Falling into place. Oh God, I'm nauseous. There's 3. Oh God.
That's not here for a dinosaur.
Nope. 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 It's pros. I promise you this. Jules is funny. Mentioning Jules is funny.
Are we ever going to get any more Jasper McBain songs?
Jasper lives in England. So to get Jasper McBain, we have to have Jasper.
I mean, are we going to put more into the show, or will there be more?
Is there more?
There are still leftover Jasper McBain songs. Yeah, there's a couple. Stench of You never got into a show. That's a really good song.
Yeah. That's probably why.
It's a good song. It's like a really good song. Oh, like Rev Me Up is a great song. It's so inspirational. It's hard to listen to that with my pants on. That's why I'm chuck around the room in my shorts.
Hi, is there any chance in hell that we might ever see a Venture Brothers Super Jail crossover?
No. Those worlds they're not part of the same world. Hank might watch Super Jail and then wonder if everybody else sees it. You see it? Choose somebody. Use your editing eye and the blue light back there.
Yeah. Okay. With you already did the jacket music, and also we're seeing a lot of animated shows do musical episodes. Any chance we'll see a Venture Brothers musical episode?
Can I say no? That sounds horrible. Like the little kid in me screaming, no! No! Don't ruin it!
No, absolutely. I agree, and then that just makes you want to double down.
Yeah.
Sometimes
It makes you want to
do that.
You want to do terrible things.
Oh, don't you hate Evil Twin episodes? We got to do an Evil Twin episode.
Yeah. I don't want to ever do it.
Lazo was trying to talk us into doing the I'm Rusty musical.
Yeah.
And that actually has been kicking around as a dumb idea for an episode, but it wouldn't be a musical episode. We would never do a full start to finish musical. You can't say you never do anything.
No, we can't. We almost predict ourselves.
We almost tried to write an episode where a musical is being made and it's being rehearsed and there's backstage track. Probably would have been Rusty.
That little tiny boy in
It's
Star
so-
Trek outfit
yeah,
inside of me
Family Guy
doesn't want that. Yeah, let them do it. They like show tunes more than we do.
Yeah, we're not good at show tune. We're not big show tune guys.
No. And when we try show tunes,
Just Matt and Trey can do it, and Family Guy can do it. They love that stuff. They're good at it.
yeah. But, you know what? Matt and Trey do it perfectly. I'm not gonna. Why would we bother? That's true. Been done right. Well, embarrassing for sure. We're happy.
Is there anybody with their hand up that we didn't already answer at least one question?
You know,
You're next. You're next.
You're holding up your hands like this. I all think you have to make number 2. you have to keep.
Okay, so in season 4, Dr. Mrs. and 21 kiss. Is there any chance that that is actually going to be explored in season 5 and or 6?
It has resonance. Yes, absolutely.
Excellent.
Does it? Is it explored? Is it fisting involved? Do you have problems
Exploratory.
with fisting? No,
If we can figure out a way to do it without fisting,
right.
which I don't know, like that really, it's a house of cards.
It is. Once you
take the fisting element out,
it's not romantic anymore. So
yeah,
it's true. It just seems
and
sophomoric.
there'll be 2 legs to that stool.
Yeah. No, it has resonance. Like everything that happened on the show happened. It really happened, and we're going to move forward as if these events have occurred.
Oh, good. Okay.
Except till JR wakes up. And then who knows? It's all happening in a snow globe.
Held by aliens.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not that anyone wants to think about it, but when you are done...
Fisting?
As long as you don't get Tommy Westfall. No Tommy Westfall.
Not that we want to think about it, but when you are done with Venture Brothers and you're like, okay, that's it, would that be to go do something else, like another series? Like, do you guys have something in mind, like, well, that doesn't really fit, like, what we want to do with Venture Brothers, but, we want to try this, or do you think you'll get to the point where you're just like, no more animation, I can't.
Well, we are international playboys.
Well,
and so probably when Venture Brothers comes to its
We do a lot more boogie.
conclusion, we love to boogie. We love the nightlife. So probably directly after that, we would dig in Cairo, mayhaps. We would like to go to Monaco again and just keep it real, whatever that means. I've heard the kids say it.
If you're asking if we got like a bunch of projects on the side that we're waiting
well,
to
not
get
necessarily a
to,
bunch,
not
but
yet,
like
but we
one.
will make some as soon as we're
Yeah,
done
we
with
just
this
wrote
one.
a Liam Neeson movie, boom. That's the kind of just intellectual creative power you're dealing with. We're a machine. We're a fisting machine. Anything can happen, and it usually does. So, no, we have, I was personally offended that they didn't contact Jackson and I for the Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Offended, like angry. I did nothing.
I was similarly offended when they didn't contact us about Jen Quest.
Offended. Like we didn't write anybody or tell anybody that we wanted to do it, but since they didn't call us, I'm indignant. Because I'm insane. I think that people should just be, how can we move forward without contacting? You can get me on fucking Facebook. It's that easy. I'm so easy to find, and you just write me a little message.
If you're
Believe it or not.
executive
We're working on Dr. Strange thing. Yeah, any interested? And I would be interested. I got notebooks upon notebooks of ideas for Dr. Strange. I've been making that pitch since I was 8 years old. I can just walk into a room and go, "Are you ready?" The greatest Dr. Strange movie ever made. And they'll be like, "We never even made a Dr. Strange movie. We did that really crappy one. Remember the Dr. Strange movie where there's an hour spent on knocking the door?"
70s TV.
Yeah, awesome. We can make better movies than that. It would be great, and it would be funny.
Let's make sure we see him go through every door to every room, because otherwise people are going to go, "How did?"
In the 70s, they had 3-page scripts, and they would make a half-an-hour show out of it. Watch any movie, like any TV show from the 70s, they're very patterned. But the Doctor Strange one has him, door opens, wrong door. No relevance to the plot whatsoever. It's just like, I'm sorry. They padded it with him not getting the address correct. There was nothing. It had nothing. You didn't look inside and go, that person's handling a magic object. Wrong. Just Dr. Strange. Oh, it looked like a knife. Awesome. We would never do that. You've seen our show, right?
You have a show?
We take about 40 pages and jam it into 24 minutes. Just jamming it.
And then cut those down to 20.
Yeah, and if you miss a joke, we don't give a shit. We just go on to the next. Oh, I got so much to say in this tiny amount of time. Give us an hour. It's not like we're going to be disciplined and have it breathe. We'll jam that thing in. You'll be able to watch the Doctor Strange movie that we'll never get to write because they didn't call us. They called the guys from Conan. I'm indignant. To do this movie, that would have been. Yeah, you could have watched it. You could have watched it 7 times, and every time you watched it, you'd be like, it's a totally different movie. It is the Mad Libs of film. That's true. Did I see the Conan? I didn't. I haven't even seen Thor yet. But I did see the X-Men. I like that a little bit, but I like it. Good right there. Jackson, it's your turn.
Yeah.
There have been any aspects of this show that the fandom have latched onto and surprised you that you strongly enjoyed?
Yeah, the fans of the show. What people like in our show is always different. There's some people that really like the soap opera aspect, this continuity aspect that we have. And there are other people who are just offended by it. So there are people that fantasize.
Why can't it be more of season 1 where it's funny?
Yeah. And other people
like people going, are you ever going to do maybe like a season that's 10 parts of all the one big long story?
10 or
without all the
great
jokes. And or.
Yeah. So I'm always amazed by what two people watch the same show. One of them is watching an entirely different show than the other person. That amazes me. And
they're both a little frustrated, but they both keep watching.
Yeah, because we can't decide what we are either. We're catered to both those idiots. And we are both those idiots. So
a little surprised by how much a certain segment of the audience really digs the Dean Triana love story or whatever.
That doesn't surprise me.
Really surprised that everybody still asks if Kim is coming back.
That surprises me. That surprises me. She's potential. She's really soft, womanly potential.
Right. The hench guy has been trying for a while.
Is there a hench person right there?
I have a question about.
Oh, I was expecting to see like full film laugh. Head down. Question. Let me think about this for a very long time.
I want to try the voice because that usually just elicits so many groans. But
it's bad.
And about costumes, I did send the Dr. Mrs. the Monarch cheerleader your way before.
Thank
you guys.
That was nice.
I hope you
Thank
appreciated that.
I appreciate anybody dressing up as our characters because it makes it kind of weird in my head. This is true.
In our midriffy characters.
When they're mildly sexualized, I like it even more. But when I see actual people dressed up like henchmen, I think they're real. You know what I mean? Because they would go to a con. Like all the henchmen would go to a con.